Let's move 30 onto him. So we can swing and get the knockout. He's got nothing else powered up, so he's gonna have to send out something to eat to get eaten. What's up, everyone? It's Tim from TimPlaysAGame here with Pokemon TCG Live, playing on PC. Tonight, we're looking at one of the most exciting cards. Really new exciting deck from Shrouded Fables. It was kind of the point of the whole... Really, it's like a half set, so... Yeah, it basically relies on the new Loyal 3 EX types, which they look awesome, and then we have some other cards to support them. The big key card here is Okidogi EX. This thing is crazy power for 3 energy. Let's start talking about it. 250 HP is its glaring weakness. We'll get into that later. But Poisonous Musculature is one of the best power-up attacks I've seen. Search your deck for 2 basic Dark Energies, attach them to this Pokemon, so it can use Chain Craze next turn. Then shuffle your deck. If you attach an energy to your Pokemon this way, this Pokemon is now poisoned. That might seem like a bad thing, but this deck works with that. Chain Craze. If this for example, Chain Craze, if this Pokemon is poisoned, this attack does 130 more damage. You are doing 260 damage for a poisoned Oki with a poisoned Okidogi and 3 energy. That it just works so well with it. It's just such power. And 260 can knock out a good amount of things, not everything, but we have ways to, like I said, there are Pokemon with 280 HP, V-Stars, there's Charizard EX with 330 HP, Dragapult for 320, so sometimes this card gets overlooked. That's why we have supporter cards. We have these other cards to help support it. One of the biggest supporters, Pecharunt. Once during your turn, you may switch one of your you may switch in one of your dark dark Pokemon, thank you, except Pecharunt EX, with your active Pokemon. So the Pokemon on the bench has to be dark, and the active Pokemon can be any Pokemon. If you do, the new active Pokemon is now poisoned. Again, this deck works with poison. You can't use more than one Subjugating Chains ability each turn. So 1 Pecharunt ability per turn. Now here's the thing. With all these, you saw all these EXs we have in the deck. You saw the Mew EX, you saw the Fezandipiti, the Munkidori, the Pecharunt, the Squawkabilly EX. Opponents gonna be taking a lot of prize cards by knocking out these low HP EX Pokemon. But fret not, because Pecharunt EX is the late game hero. I mean, if we have to, we'll show it off. This attack does 60 damage for each prize card your opponent has taken. So if your opponent's taking 5 prize cards, well, I mean, 5 being the best example, this thing does 300 damage. 300 knocks out most things. But not like big guys like Charizard EX, Dragapult EX. But it does do that. 300 is a significant amount of damage. Like with Okidogi and being oh wait, we didn't show off the power-up card. So how do we... Well, there are ways to power up Okidogi's attack so it swings harder. We're going to show that off. Munkidori. This is a 1-prizer in disguise. Well... it's an EX card disguised as a 1-prizer. Its ability, oh no you don't. If this Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, very specific. If you have any Pecharunt EX in play, your opponent takes 1 fewer prize card. So you have to have the Pecharunt down. Well, yeah, Pecharunt and Munkidori work really well together because of its attack. You have to have the Pecharunt down, and then if it gets knocked out from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, very, very clear here, you take 1 fewer prize cards. That's great because with all the EXs in the deck, and if you want to get to the 5 prize card limit to max out Pecharunt's attack, you're going to need a 1-prizer to get knocked out somewhere along the way. Let's see. We also have the last of the Loyal 3, which really doesn't... It fits in with the deck, but it's kind of situational. Fezandipiti, once during your turn, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you may draw 3 cards. You can't use more than 1 flip script ability each turn. Really, this Pokemon can be thrown in many, many decks. It doesn't have to be poisoned. It doesn't have to be... Its attacks don't even use dark energies. It uses... I mean, for 3 energy, you can do 100 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. That could come in clutch. But really, it's its ability, flip the script. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you may draw 3 cards. It has to be during your opponent's last turn. Poison damage won't matter, because poison is, I think, at checkup. So it has to... Yeah. So yeah, you have to be careful about that, because if one of your monsters is poisoned and gets knocked out because of the poison, and then it's your turn, Fezandipiti won't work. So you got to be careful. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out during your opponent's last turn, yeah, draw 3 cards. But hey, 3 cards is nothing to scoff at if you're losing one of your big monsters here, or even one of the supporter monsters. I call them monsters, I apologize. So, we gotta move things along with this deck. One of the best ways to do that, Squawkabilly, if we can get that out first turn, discard your Squawk and Seize. Once during your turn, discard your hand, draw 6 cards. It can only be used during the first turn, which isn't too much of a problem, because we do have plenty of cards in here that can get it out. Not plenty, but a good amount. Let me talk about one of the tools real quick, because we're gonna have to backtrack to some things. Binding Mochi. Attacks used by poison Pokemon this card is attached to do 40 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So, Okidogi's Chain Craze attack goes from 260 to 300 damage. Munkidori's Dirty Headbutt, again, if they're poisoned, would go from 190 to 230. Pecharunt, I can't see too many possibilities where this one's poisoned, but if it is poisoned and you have that tool on it, Irritate Outburst can do as much as 340 damage. Again, that's only to active Pokemon. There are examples where you can use Fezandipiti's attack to attack the active Pokemon and do 140, but the bench would still take 100 because the Binding Mochi specifically says does 40 more damage to active Pokemon. And then you can also use on Mew EX, but Mew EX is more support. So I brought up Binding Mochi now because the Pokemon needs to be poisoned, and which isn't a hard thing to do for Okidogi and Munkidori. But they're going to be taking damage every turn. That's the biggest drawback to this deck. With low HP like that, they're basically glass cannons. So we gotta reinforce the glass. Well, not really reinforce the glass, just fill the cracks. Fill the chips in the windshield here with Munkidori. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any dark energy, this is just the regular Munkidori, mind you. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any dark energy attached, you may move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. This is so good for this deck, because you are taking the poison damage off an Okidogi, which is probably going to be two damage counters every turn. Sometimes they'll take in more damage, and you can move 3 damage counters effectively onto your opponent's Pokemon. So Okidogi can swing for 300. Here's where you can actually knock out higher HP Pokemon. If you can move 3 damage counters with Adrenabrain onto like a Charizard EX, Dragapult EX, then that does the 30 damage. Then you can swing with Chain Craze, do 300 damage, and that knocks out the big HP Pokemon. That is insane. That is crazy. and you heal up your Pokemon, and you take out bigger HP Pokemon. And really, if you can swing for 330 in this game, that's gold. That is a gold number, because there are so few. There are 340 HP Pokemon, but it's not a big an issue right now. We have Mew EX for draw support with Radiant Greninja. So we have a lot of big draw support here. Like I said, this deck is susceptible to boss orders, and then getting that one-turn knockout with Pokemon like Squawkabilly, with Mew EX. But again, if they try to switch in anything just to stall, we can always use Pecharunt to pull things out with Subjugating Chains. Yeah, Subjugating Chains. Did we talk about that? Subjugating Chains. Once during your turn, you may switch in one of your bench dark. Yeah, we did talk about that. Okay. I'm saying that because we're going to have to use it sometimes for Okidogi, mostly for Munkidori, because Dirty Headbutt says you can't use the attack during your next turn. So we're going to have to switch in and switch out, or just switch in for Okidogi, or switch out Okidogi for Munkidori. So basically, Pecharunt helps there with the switch-ins, or if any of these other guys, these support guys, gets pulled out, we can just do a free switch in there. Let's talk about the item cards. Dark Patch is one of the big ones. 4 of them. You gotta run 4. You don't have to run 4, but it helps. You can put the dark... It has to be a bench Pokemon. It has to be a dark Pokemon you attach the dark energy to, and the dark energy has to come from the discard pile. This is great for powering up a benched Okidogi, for getting ready for a Pecharunt late game or getting ready for Munkidori eventually. You can't put it on the the regular Munkidori. You can put it on the EX, but not the regular Munkidori. If we wanted to do that, we'd have to energy switch it. That's another thing. There are a lot of cards in this deck that can put a Dark Energies onto Dark Pokemon, and getting one of them onto the Munkidori, it will help you. Or you can just attach the Dark Energy from your hand. That's what Earthen Vessel comes in. Earthen Vessel, discard a card from your hand. Search your deck for 2 basic energy cards. We have 11 Dark Energy in this deck. Some people go 10, I go 11. 11 is, for me, has been safer. You want to pull out 2 of those Dark Energy. You can attach them at will. It makes you're gonna have to attach one for Okidogi's attack, Poisonous Musculature, and then once you get that going, you can basically Poisonous Musculature, just get out the other energy you need. Hisuian Heavy Ball. This deck is all basic Pokemon, so if any of them get trapped in your prize cards, like your big ones, like the Radiant Greninja, the Mew EX, your Squawkabilly, really any basic in your prize cards is a hindrance, so Hisuian Heavy Ball really helps this deck. I got 3 Okidogi, but even if one of them's in the prize cards, I'd want them out of the prize cards. And we can keep reusing Hisuian Heavy Ball because basically, you look at your face down prize cards, reveal a basic Pokemon you find there. If you do find a basic Pokemon, you can replace the Hisuian Heavy Ball with the basic, and the basic Pokemon goes into your hand. And you can always reuse the Hisuian Heavy Ball to pull out any more basics that wind up in there. Nest Ball, great search card, probably the best search card for this deck. Search your deck for basic Pokemon, put it onto the bench. First turn, I would recommend Squawkabilly. Later on, maybe Radiant Greninja, Mew, Munkidori if you already got the Okidogi set up, or Okidogi if you don't have the Okidogi set up. Really, I think the ideal field is Okidogi in the active, regular Munkidori, Munkidori EX, Pecharunt EX, Fezandipiti EX, and then any of the draw support Pokemon, Radiant Greninja, Mew EX. Mew EX are probably more beneficial to the deck. Pal Pad. We have 1 Pal Pad to pull back supporters. We got a lot of good supporters in this deck. I think, we got 8, 7, 11 supporters. That's I usually go 10 supporters in a deck, but 11 supporters is good. If you're going to be using that many supporters, you kind of want a Pal Pad and Pokégear 3.0 to pull out said supporters, because you're going to want to pull this one out in particular. We'll get to it in a minute. We got Prime Catcher as our ace spec because we want to be swinging on. We want to kind of control the field. I thought about Unfair Stamp as a possibility, but Prime Catcher works so much better, especially with Pecharunt being able to switch in Pokemon. So basically, you can just pull in whichever Pokemon you want, swing on that with your big ol' Okidogi. You can pretty much pick and choose which Pokemon you knock out with that thing. We got Super Rod to pull. Really, I used it to pull the Dark Energy back into the deck, because if one of these big guys gets knocked out, that's 3 of your energy in the prize cards. Munkidori or Okidogi EX. So, and because we'll also be discarding Dark Energy with Radiant Greninja, we'll probably lose some energy with Squawkabilly's power. We're going to want to pull those back in, and so we can keep using Janine's Secret Art. Again, I'm more on that in a sec. But Super Rod helps you pull in certain basic Pokemon you want again, certain support Pokemon. Shuffle in any 3 combination of Pokemon energy back into your deck. We also have Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball is kind of a supplement Nest Ball. It also works well if you want to discard energy and pull them back with Dark Patch. But basically, Ultra Ball, search your deck, you discard 2 cards from your hand, search your deck for any Pokemon, reveal it, put it in your hand. Really, it's decent. You got Mew EX, so we can always use that to discard the cards we don't need. But really, you'll be using almost every card in this deck, I'm not gonna lie. Lost City. We only have 1 stadium. This is to prevent people from super rotting their big Pokemon back into their deck. I like to use it preferably on Pokemon that like 1 supporters, like Pidgeot EX. I go for supporters. Anything they can search your deck for. Anything that is basically the backbone of that deck. If you can, like I said, we can pick and choose which Pokemon we knock out with Prime Catcher. And if we have Lost City on the field, that's just the gravy on top. We can just take that card and just remove it from the game completely. We have Arven. We're getting into the supporters here. We have now. Here's where a lot of people, where I disagree with people. Some people had Professor's Research, 3 of them. I decided, you know what? I like the Binding Mochi. I feel like it's going to be a necessary part of the deck. I decided to go against the grain here and not do the Professor's Research. And instead do Arven, so I can get out the Binding Mochi, and then I can get out any of the item cards, probably Nest Ball. My ideal first turn is to go second, use Arven, pull out a Binding Mochi and a Nest Ball. Try to get the Okidogi out, get the Binding Mochi on the Okidogi, or Nest Ball out, something, the Okidogi or something to support it. But basically, if I can get that first turn, second turn I can start swinging with a 300 power of Chain Crazed. We also have 2 boss orders, similar to Prime Catcher, pick and choose which Pokemon you knock out. Gold. If you can, this is the ideal here, prize count is to take out 2 prize cards at a time, 2. So you can get the easy win here, and you can do that with 1 Prime Catcher and 2 boss orders. We also have 2 Iono in the deck. If I don't like discarding cards with this deck. If they're energy, I can use them. I can use Dark Patch to pull them back onto the bench. But really, if you're trying to go for like early game knockout, I want to hold on to some of this stuff. So I use Iono. I got 2 Iono just to early game. It's good to get cards you want. Late game, it's better if your opponent already has a lot of prize cards taken, and you can use set up Pecharunt. You can set up Iono. And if they have like 1 prize card left, you can Iono. You get new cards. They get 1 card, and then you can start swinging with Pecharunt for 300 damage. And their next turn is probably not going to look much better going forward. Janine's Secret Art, probably the best supporter in the deck. I would go second best. Arven's, it's good. Choose up to 2 of your dark Pokemon for each of those Pokemon. Search your deck for a basic energy card and attach them to that Pokemon. So 1 energy for each Pokemon. Then shuffle the deck. If you attach energy to your active Pokemon, mind you, in this way, it is now poisoned. That might hurt, but you don't have to do the active Pokemon. But here's the thing. With this deck, you kind of want to. Yeah, you kind of want to power up Chain Craze. You kind of want the Pokemon to be poisoned if you have the Binding Mochi on it. So the poison does actually work out pretty well. But if you don't want your Pokemon poisoned, that's really the only way to poison Pecharunt, to make it swing for 340 at max. And then we talked about Binding Mochi already. And then we have 11 Dark Energy. Okay. 11, like I said, is good because you want to be able to attach, and you want to be able to fill up these 3 energy card attacks. 3 energy attacks. You want to have at least 2 on him, so the ideal situation, 3 for him, 3 on the bench for him, and 2 on the bench for Pecharunt. And then maybe 1 on the bench for the Munkidori, so that right there, 6, 7, 9, that's 9. And then we have 2 to spare. Yeah, 2 spare, because we can always pull them back with Dark Patch later on. So, this deck looks pretty solid. I'm excited to start battling, see how we do. Alright, let's go, guys. Alright, so decent hand to start. I'll send Pecharunt out first. I can always switch in someone else later on. Okay, whiffed. Oh, we're getting Dragapult Zard. Wow. I got lucky on this one. And yeah, take what I can get. I'm going to be discarding some stuff soon, so I'm not sure if I want to discard this many energies, though. Ugh. Well, you only live once. So there's 5 energy, so there's only 6 energy left in my deck. 5 energy left in my deck. Yeah, I'm gonna want the Okidogi out sooner rather than later. Super Rod. There's nothing else I really want to Ultra Ball. So we'll end the turn right here. Probably going to Janine's Secret Art on the next one. Actually, yeah. I'm only going to have, like, one real opportunity here to start swinging on things before it becomes problematic. There's the Psychic Energy. Yeah, he can't evolve on the first turn. There are ways he could, but not for a Dreepy. Not for what I think. Yeah, this is definitely Dragapult Zard. I also want to see if they're adding some of the new cards in. We are playing with a lot of Shrouded Fable cards, if you can't tell. I kind of want to see how this matchup is. This is kind of, in my mind, this is an unfavorable matchup, especially with Charizard. There goes the Lost Zone. Okay, Temple of Sinnoh, that doesn't affect me at all. That's my only stadium, by the way, is that Lost City, so... And I don't have any special energy cards. Yeah. None in this deck. Not much you can do going second with a... Well, there's a good amount he can do, but, you know, Petty Grudge, there you go, 10. Whew! This battle is fierce. Alright. Problem is... Yeah. Trying to think if there is a way. I don't think so. So one Dark Energy there. Attach for turn, and then Energy Switch. You know what? I could probably pull that off. I can't pull that off. Whoopsie toodles. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Okay. Okay, I gotta be smart here. That probably wasn't the smartest thing I could do, but it is what it is. Okay, this here. This here. I'm gonna use Subjugating Chains. Get him out, he's hurt. Now, two things are gonna happen here. Because there's so many EX Pokemon, I can actually make this thing pretty strong later on in the game, but for right now, we're gonna use Poisonous Musculature. 6 energy left in the deck. Keep an eye on how many Dark Energy you have left in this deck. It will come back to bite you. It would have been great if I had the Dark Patch, and then I could have used Janine's Secret Art to power him up all the way, but I figured he'd be getting me out. He'd be getting this guy out first. Iono, that actually helped me. I could have used the Arven for something, but... Yeah, I need... If I can... I might... Dark Energy's on... Dang, okay. I'm thinking there's a way... If I can make this work. I can take out a Dragapult, it's just a little risky. This guy, he's gonna be swinging for 300 soon. Phantom Dive. He's probably going to be putting the 60 on... Probably divide up the 60 between the Squawkabilly and the Pecharunt. Yeah, 30 and 30. Nope. All on the Squawkabilly. Okay. Can't say I blame him. He's playing this very well. Okay, there's the Nest Ball. I'm going to use this real quick. There's Arven. Okay. I can make this work. Munkidori. Earthen Vessel, another Binding Mochi. don't think there's anything I can use the Hisuian, or need the Hisuian Heavy Ball for, so... yeah. Question is, where do I want to take the 30 off of? I don't need that yet. He's probably going to be dying next turn, so... maybe, I don't know. Let's move 30 onto him. So we can swing and get the knockout. I'm going to play Mew because I will be in... yeah. I will be in territory soon where you can start Ionoing me and be pretty effective. He's got nothing else powered up, so he's gonna have to send out something to eat to get eaten. Is there anything that can do 50 damage though, or 40 damage? That. Yeah, nothing worth 1 energy though, so he's kind of in a rough spot. He's probably gonna Pidgeot now. He's gonna. Oh, he might be going with the Charizard. Yeah, if he can bring out the Charizard, if he can Rare Candy and Charizard next turn, then this is gonna be bad. There's a Dreepy. There's also the possibility of Legacy Energy. He passed. Okay. Okay, where do I want to put the 30? Also, Ultra Ball. I think I need to start building up some stuff. Ultra Ball. I'm going to lose one of these. I only have so many energy left, and I don't need another Pecharunt. I just need the one Pecharunt. As long as that's good, I'm good. Yeah, let's build up another Okidogi. Alright, we're gonna peel some damage off of him. We'll probably do it on the remaining Charmander. I don't need to do Janine's Secret Art, so yeah, we'll hold off on that. I'm in territory for Roxanne here, though, so Roxanne or really an effective Iono. Actually, it wouldn't be that effective at this moment, but it could be. Okidogi's in decent shape. He's not in good shape. He needs to power up some. He needs like a Big Bang move, Big Bang turn next turn. Rare Candy Charizard or Rare Candy Dragapult Legacy Energy. Or even a Rare Candy Pidgeot, then another Rare... yeah, he's got to do something. I'm going to start targeting... I'm going to start putting 30 on the other Dreepies, too. Okay, he's going with the Pidgey. He probably has the Pidgeot. He's sending out the Pidgey. Or he's sacrificing a bird. Yep, there's the Rare Candy Pidgeot. Nope, Dragapult. Okay, 30's going on that one next turn. There's the Iono, yep. Unfair stamp, too. I haven't seen too many Charizard unfair stamp users, but this is why I have Mew in the deck. Yeah, he can still turn this around. I got Squawkabilly on the bench that's taking a lot of damage. The Mew is easy Charizard bait. Charizard EX bait. These Okidogis aren't built to last. They can sweep the game, but they are not built to last in like serious back and forth battles. They will succumb to that low 250 HP, especially being poisoned. Okay, my guess is he's pulling out the Defiance Band. No, could be Defiance Band and. Oh yeah, okay. Oh no, so Forest Seal Stone, Ultra Ball. Yeah, he's. If he has the V, if he has a Rotom V or Lumineon V. And then, yeah, then you can probably get the Pidgeot off. Yeah, you can probably get the Pidgeot. He doesn't have Legacy Energy. Okay, he passed. There's another Okidogi. Alright. Put 1 energy on him. I'm gonna restart for 1. Binding Mochi. There's only 3 Binding Mochi in the deck, and I found them all. This guy. I was hoping to find a boss order or something. I got 2 boss order in here. I definitely don't want to retreat Okidogi now. I was also thinking about having Munkidori out, but I knew he's going to surprise me with something. The Munkidori EX, I should say, not this Munkidori. That one is mainly to peel the poison damage off a little bit each time. Yeah, he's swinging for the fences on this one. He's probably going to put the other 60... Actually... No, that might mess him up, actually. I was saying he could probably boss order out one of these 2 guys. Pecharunt or Squawkabilly, maybe even the Mew EX. Squawkabilly's the easier target right now. He'll probably just keep throwing Phantom Dive damage, excess damage on that. Don't know. Yeah, there's no Pidgeot yet, but if he has he's looking for a V Pokemon, either Lumineon V or Rotom V, depending on which one he runs, or both. He might, okay, Lost Vacuum. There goes the Binding Mochi. Probably this one. If only you knew. Of course, right after I badmouth Binding Mochi there, it gets gone. Yep, there's that one. He's planning for the future. Yeah, he's already... I think he's already used a supporter for the turn. No, he has not used a supporter. If he Ionos, it might be problematic, because I need the Earthen Vessel and the Binding Mochi. I also have... I think I have one more Energy Switch in here. Yeah. So I can always pull one off. Oh, wow. Passed on the Iono, thank God. Well, I have Mew to restart, so... There's the Lumineon V, and the last card should be the Forest Seal Stone. Is he pulling out Roxanne, or... Boss Order, maybe? Arven, okay. He has not played a supporter yet, so he has access to an item, a tool, and whatever 3rd card he wants with these 2 cards in his hand. There's the Forest Seal Stone, yep. There's the Arven. Okay, you get 3 cards, bud. What can you do? Counter Catcher probably is the item if he's going to retreat. I don't know. I gotta figure out what his plan is. The plan is to knock out and do something about the Okidogi. The remaining Okidogi. He doesn't have any ace specs left. The item card, that's anyone's guess. Probably a Defiance Band. No. Well, maybe a Defiance Band. Defiance Band would actually work pretty well on Dragapult. He might be trying to get the Charizard ready, but... That's... Okay, Defiance Band, I didn't see the 3rd... Come on! Stupid computer, load! Load the image. I'm sure he'll play it soon enough. It's an item card, so... That's not fair! Wait, hold on. I think it shows in the... Hold on. Star Power. Okay, rare candy, that was it. Alright. So yeah, rare candy the Charizard. He's gonna get the fire energies on them. That's right, I thought he had he had the fire energy already. Okay, looks like he doesn't have enough fire energy to power up Charizard. Yeah, he was just... He used the V-Star power, so he did everything he could. I mean, that's... Yeah. Yeah, he really should have Iono'd, but he needed to power up that... I can see why he did what he did. Yeah, so... I'm expecting him to... Actually, let's do Janine's Secret Art. This will be faster. Yeah, sorry, bud. Yeah, I forgot he has to be poisoned, too, in order to get the damage boost, so... And that is perfect damage right there, holy crap. I really thought Dragazard would be the crux of this deck, but no, it actually held up pretty well. Alright. Good game, buddy. That is a good game. Alright. Ooh, we double whiffed, that's rare. Okay. Decent start. I didn't see what he had. Dang. Okay, there it is. Ooh, wow. Dark deck against dark deck. Yeah, he looks like he's got Ancient Bucks. Might be Ancient Bucks. Actually, if he's playing Dark Pulse, it's... Okay, Raging Bolt. Oh, Raging Bolt, the dark Pokemon I forsaken to make this deck. This is gonna be a battle of the dark... Battle of the Clash of the Dark Titans. I want to see what I can do here. Probably put the one Dark Energy on the Munkidori. He's probably gonna play. Yeah, I don't want him to, I want to get... if he can use Lost City to power up his attack. Which I don't want. I might be in rough shape with this one, not gonna lie. I need to find a Binding Mochi. I need to get lucky and get a Binding Mochi next turn. And I have to hope he doesn't play any Stadium cards at all. And a Professor Sada's Vitality. So he needs Sada's Vitality, which he probably already has. He needs to discard a Dark Energy, which he can probably do somehow. He can get the Calamity Storm off. He can also go Frenzied Gouging, but then if he doesn't play any other monsters, he'd lose. He might have a bad hand. Earthen Vessel. If he discards the energy, I'm in trouble. Nope. Okay. Wow, an Arven. Huh. Yeah, if this is a Raging Bolt deck, then yeah, he's probably got something planned. Earthen... Okay. I don't really... Yeah, if this is like Raging Bolt. Roaring Moon. Did I call it Raging Bolt? I apologize. Yeah, Roaring Moon. He needs to get rid of an energy. Okay, he doesn't have Sada's Vitality, so he's not attacking this turn, maybe. There are ways around it. He could... What's the card? The Dark Stamp. And then Energy Switch it on, but that's kind of tricky to pull off. Nest Ball, he's got another Roaring Moon. Dark Patch, yeah. Is he gonna Energy Switch? Oh, thank God. Okay, so he's probably got this. Yeah, I can't... Nest Ball, here we go. Let's see. Earthen Vessel, Black... okay. I'm weighing my options here. I think Pecharunt would be best. Maybe Mew. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this with Radiant Greninja. There's another Nest Ball. Okay, so that paid for itself. Feel better about the Pecharunt now. I can get rid of the other Munkidori or Arven. Yeah, oh yeah. Duh, I need the item. Come on, Tim, get together. This is a new deck for me. Okay, so that I have. Don't think I need much of anything else. Energy Switch. Probably Nest Ball one more thing out. So that swings for 300. I'm going for Mew. I'm gonna need to restart. Him. Let's see. I don't need the other Munkidori, so that's gone. There. Lost City. Restart. I'm gonna hold off now. We'll just swing and knock out a big Roaring Moon right there. Sorry, buddy, that hurts more than you understand. Roaring Moon, for the longest time, was one of my favorite dark monsters, so... Actually, it still is. Roaring Moon and Roaring Moon EX. So... yeah. Now, the problem is, because of the Lost City... Oh, he can see it. Okay. Never mind. He could have made a comeback there if he had the right cards. Good game. Alright. Good hand. Yeah, he's gonna know. Ooh. Oh. I don't know how this one looks. This is the... Ooh, this is... Gardevoir with Drifloon. Ooh, wow. And bad first turn hand. Yeah, I'm gonna hurt you, buddy. Sorry. Okay. Pull the other Binding Mochi out. I'm thinking Nest Ball. Let's see, yeah. So one of those is prized. One of those is prized. Squawkabilly I'll probably pull out with Nest Ball, and I got all my energies. Okay. Well, I got all but two. Alright. Yeah, Nest Ball. Oh no, the Squawkabilly we needed. Put the Dark Energy on him. Ultra Ball, I'm gonna have to give up both of them. Okay, and then Pecharunt. Actually, the Pecharunt really hasn't helped me out much. I think the Munkidori might be the better option here. Yeah, let's go with Munkidori, see what happens, just so I can use the Binding Mochi effectively. Yeah, I didn't lose any cards. Oh, and I got the Pecharunt I wanted. Awesome. Poisonous musculature. There is a time where if you have the Energy Switch and the Dark Patch, you can actually pull off, and the Janine Secret Art, you can pull off a first turn Chain Craze, but it's a little risky because you're using a lot of cards to make it happen. So it really goes Poisonous Musculature then and start swinging next turn. So basically, Okidogi has 250 HP, but it realistically has 230 HP if it's poison, if you use Poisonous Musculature. Because the next turn, the next 10 damage will finish it off. So, what I want to do, let's see. I mean, he doesn't have the Gardevoir yet. I'm not sure if I don't see a lot of Gardevoir players using rare candies. What is that? That's a Psychic Energy, okay. He's probably going to have the Curlia coming out next. He's got a lot of cards. Probably supporters. Psychic Energy. If he uses Memory Skip, I can actually... There's a way around it. Okay. Probably should have waited. Actually, no, that works. Should be alright. I know I'm kind of giving him fuel, but I want the damage off Okidogi more than anything. Actually... Yeah, that was dumb. Oh well. And now if I switch out, switch back in... Yeah, I can use Crazed, Chain Crazed again. $600 damage, wow. Let's see Drifloon send that back at me. Yeah, in retrospect, I probably should have put it on the Ralts. I didn't think about using the Prime Catcher. I wanted to hold off on using Prime Catcher. Okay, you gotta have something, bud. And I can do something similar. I could always just Chain Crazed. I can always just retreat. I can just Subjugating Chain out the Munkidori, then retreat the Munkidori, send them back out to hold off on the time skip. Really wants to make that Drifloon work. Okay, I'm putting the other 30 on the Ralts. No, I'm not going to give the Drifloon any power. Ooh, that works. On to you. Actually, I can just swing with Munkidori. Okay, I'm down to 1 energy left in the deck. Subjugating Chains. And a dirty headbutt for you. That doesn't sound right. That sounds wrong. Okay, he could... He's gonna have to evolve the Ralts into Curlia this turn. He's trying to... Okay, another Drifloon. Yeah, he went all in on the Gardevoir Drifloon, which isn't a bad idea. I'm sure there's a secondary strategy here somewhere. Iono, okay. Well, it didn't really affect me too much. Yeah, I can always Ultra Ball. I can Pal Pad the Arven, but I don't need any more Janine's secret arts, so. Okay, he's got a strategy going here now. We got a strategy. We got a strategy. He's gonna have to evolve that Ralts, or else that thing's going out next turn with a... Well, not next turn. Okay, sending that one in. But he can't... Can he attach an energy Super Rod? He's gonna get the energy back, maybe? Or he's probably gonna get the Drifloon and the Ralts. Yeah, save the energy in the graveyard. That's me. If I use Super Rod, it's to get the energy back into my deck. It's probably a good thing he didn't attack me, or I would have knocked out the rolls. Let's see. Let's see what's in the deck with Artisan. There are no valid cards. I just wanted to see what I have. The only two things are valid are actually Munkidori, which I have the monopoly on right now. Okay, Dark Patch ASR, Lost City. I still have Lost City in the deck, which I kind of want. A little late to pull that out now. All right. Probably gonna regret this later. Actually, ooh, it's kind of a tough call up. Pal Pad. The Mew's in the great. Okay, frig. The Mew's in the prize card, or is in, yeah, it's in the prize cards. Let's get the Fezandipiti. Unless I put damage on these guys, they're not very powerful. Let's see here. All right, that's right. I gotta retreat him. I got the loyal 3. I got the entire chain gang out here, though. The toxic chain gang, as I call them. There you are, a little late to the party. But this is the setup you want here. You want the Munkidori, you want probably a Mew instead of a Squawkabilly. I thought that thing would be knocked out by now. Does he have it? I'm not sure if he... Ooh, okay. There's one Gardevoir gone. There's the Mew. It doesn't really help much now. We got a full hand, but I'm sure they'll dig through. I'm sure they'll pick it apart. Oh, and they can see it. Okay, still good game. This deck just is complete despair. And that is going to wrap things up for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to TimPlaysAGame, and stay tuned for more Pokemon TCG videos. Until next time, this is Tim from TimPlaysAGame signing off. And have a good night, guys.